it just kind of melted. Y'all just built this recently.
It's just the one?
Yeah, this is it.
Okay.
It's a single seat, so there's only one.
Let me talk to the gal back there and see if we can get it done today.
Okay.
I don't know what your guys' plans are. Are you heading back up or?
Yeah. So the car is at CBM Motorsports, about an hour from here.
Okay.
In Riverside.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily have to get done today. I mean, we can definitely come back and grab it today or tomorrow, either day.
Okay.
So
I'll just have it ready tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yep.
So we're obviously here at PRP. As soon as the car caught on fire, one of my biggest concerns when I saw the window net is that the big hole in it would make it not pass tech. There was really, when you look at it, that meshing burned all the way to the kind of like the casing around the window frame. It's all custom made. They're the ones that made it. They've made two already for me on that same frame. And I know that these guys are always crazy busy. I mean, I just went into their like shipping receiving room. They have like 30 employees here right now doing stuff already, and it's 5:55 in the morning, and it doesn't seem like they just got here. So I was super worried that I just simply was not going to be able to find a window net. I knew the fire stuff can be replaced and repaired and all that stuff because they're parts. This is all custom built stuff. So I called. At first they were like, yeah, there's no way, we're 2 weeks out on production or whatever. Lady by the name of Hannah kind of understood the situation and said, okay, we're gonna figure it out for you, bring it by at this time and we'll literally do it, start working on it as soon as we get it. Mike just said, hey, if you need it back today, we'll get it to you today, but we really don't need it back today. We really don't need it back until probably like Saturday or Sunday. Today's Thursday, so we're gonna get it back tomorrow like we originally planned, and it's pretty awesome of them, so we're excited. One kind of, I guess there's a list of things that we have to do, and that was one of the big checklists. And that's when something like this happens, I feel like all you can really do is make a list and kind of just check off one box at a time. Don't try to get overwhelmed with the full massive undertaking of trying to get the car back together, and not just get it back together, but make sure it's all right. Make sure that it's we're not cutting corners, we're not just kind of patching the car. We're gonna literally make it like it's brand new again. So we'll kind of move on from here today. They're probably 6-inch, right?
Yeah, I honestly think they are.
Yeah, I think they're 6-inch, so they have that too. So y'all can't just send me like an additional bottle? Like sell me just a bottle?
She's a beautiful
You gonna take this back? It's all that shit. Get out of there. Let me clean it. How does the mud get in there? Over time. Wait, before you do that, we should tape off the hose, right? No, I'm not gonna get it in the intake. Trust me, I'm professional. Wow, that is fucking crazy. This is what you pay me for. Oh wait, that's right, you don't. You got that already? Oh yeah. How'd you get those out? No brakes. No, none at all. Oh, why is this all out? Oh.
So what have you found so far?
Bunch of burned up wires and hoses and all kinds of good stuff. Hey, you know there's no coolant in this thing? Straight water. I'm glad it didn't freeze. Oh, I'm just trying to get on this. You want to tape them off and I'll keep cleaning after you get done? Sorry, man. That's cool, dude. Did you get the vinegar? Yeah. Yeah, we need the vinegar. Oh, those are Baldwins, but... What are they? Yeah. What are they called? The Baldwins. Do they have any? Probably got to find some somewhere. Yep. Okay, you're out.
So what was...
That is the upper radiator hose. We need to mark that. Good. Spray these fuel pumps. Yeah, we got the upper one that went down there and melted out.
What have you guys done so far again?
We pulled pretty much every panel we could pull. We drained all the coolant out of it. We pulled, what else did we pull? He's got the entire wire harness out of the car now for the injection system that was burned up. We're just trying to, right now we're going to try to neutralize some of the dry kiln because it's very caustic. So you spray some acid on it, hopefully it'll get a neutral pH and not be as corrosive anymore. This is pretty bad already.
How about the fire suppression system?
We pulled the fire suppression system out, and yeah, it's coming along. I mean, we're making progress. So all we need is parts and all that.
Go ahead, do your thing, do your thing.
Okay, so when you went to pull the cable, I don't think it was working because when I went to remove the bottle, I literally had to pull this off of the bottle.
If you saw me sit in the car, people were like, "Why didn't you get out?" What I was doing was, you see that? What I was doing was, I pulled the pin out and then I was pulling on it and it would not pull at all. Nothing I could do would make it pull.
What I think was they crushed the sheathing down with the set screw. You're supposed to hold the sheathing and you're supposed to be able to pull the cable. I don't think it was set up correctly is what I don't think you could have been able to manually pull it. I never did. The cable is what keeps this in.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I had to order a whole new one.
Good.
And so they're like, I said, I just need a tank refilled or whatever. And they're like, well, That's one. So those lines, when it comes from them, already have it.
You
in
can't
there.
get them off.
Yeah, that's it. And so they're sending me a whole new one.
Good.
And I was wondering what was wrong with it because I felt like, okay, I'm yanking on this thing.
Yeah. They had that set screw cranked down, so you couldn't have. There's no physical way you could have done it.
Wow.
So that's
That would have saved
pretty
some
up.
flame.
Well, I don't know, but it wasn't set up correctly. Right?
Nothing I do with this is gonna hurt anything, right?
No. I'm afraid of it. Everything's in the way right now.
Hey, what we probably should do is get these plugs out, these plug wires out, because they have to all be custom linked plug wires. No, what I'm saying is like,
No, I'm aware of it, but they can make them here. I'm pretty sure. Yes. Yeah.
I'll pull them out. Well, these are like special sheeting and all that kind of
I like vinegar around.
Can you explain what you're doing as of right now?
spraying like a vinegar water mix to try to make the ABC fire extinguisher not be so corrosive. That stuff, like, remember right after the fire, I was like, no! Obviously we wanted the fire out. Obviously, if that's all you have, that's what you use. But everybody warned me about, you know, the corrosiveness of this kind of the ABC fire extinguisher.
I'll work on that next.
When Neil and Doug jumped out of the car, that's what they already did. Luckily, they already had it in their hand when they jumped out, so they were able to put it out a lot faster. So we just got to spray it. It didn't sit on it long, so it shouldn't be too big.
The owner, when you pulled up, the owner of CBM was here. He's like, well, that's your problem right there.
Shit.
And I was,
Should've got that on camera.
he's like, no, I'll just talk. I'm like, no, we've had some issues. And he's like, there you go.
I wonder what caused that little bolt to come out, honestly. I really do. I mean, I don't see how the engine was assembled with it loose. Is it something that you think just comes loose, basically?
Shouldn't, but I mean,
Should it be Loctited?
in the factory form, they're studs, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everything should be Loctited.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's why everything I've been doing has been Loctited.
Whenever y'all pulled it all off, did y'all see what it looked like? Where's the intake at?
No, they
they got it.
pulled the intake. I don't know where they went with it. I don't know if he went to clean it or what.
That
Who
bolt
has it? Huh? Oh yeah, that bolt is in there.
You got bicycle.
Hey, where's that intake?
Huh?
Where's the intake that was pulled off?
The intake?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's his name?
I just wanted to go look and see what it was.
You're probably not gonna be able to get it yet. You're gonna wash yourself.
I just wanted to see, like, are all the other bolts on that, are they all loose?
Oh, you have it? Oh. You got it. Oh, it's over there. Hey, you wanna take a look?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right there.
We have to take those hoses to J&G and get new ones.
J&G?
J&G is what Sean Sean was saying. You hit this oil tank pretty good, didn't you?
I hit it. It actually didn't look too bad for a bird.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but how many? Are there more hoses to do?
I don't know. That's
Like, what about all of these?
Well, yeah, we ought to do all
a
the.
lot more hoses to take off. Yeah, let's just take them all and get them. If there's any damage at all, let's get it redone. If we're gonna get some, like this one's good right here, and then these plug wires too. Man, finishing this race is gonna be like very rewarding after this shit, huh?
Yep.
That's like one of the big things that you hear about. Like you go through so much adversity and so many problems and just issues racing, and then when you finally finish it, you're like, people cry at the finish line. Are you gonna cry?
Absolutely.
I'm like, thank God it's over. Zip ties are more than this.
Yeah. I'll give me 15 minutes and I'll kind of look at them real good.
These don't actually look really that bad.
Yeah, they didn't look that bad. Once we got them cleaned up, got all the shit off them.
There's some charring.
We ended up ordering TGI Fridays.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we went down to the restaurant there.
We went down to the restaurant.
Bar restaurant there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, pretty decent.
Yes, it was.
Had a salad, green. Nice.
Yeah, scurvy away.
Keep that scurvy away.
Oh, what's he gonna do about the air filters? He hasn't started that yet.
I don't know. He said they were expensive.
Okay.
That's the only comment I got.
Oh, those are expensive.
Okay. So driving all the way to California, not racing.
All the way.
All the way.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Come in and go.
Right?
These railroad tracks. Oh, dude, that's what I said yesterday. Where can we get some air filters? Because those are burnt. Well, they have char marks on them. Let me ask that guy.
What's his name? What's the manager's name?
Steve?
Turn that other harness into this in 45 minutes.
Did you find somebody?
No, so those lines need to get replaced for sure.
Well, that's what we want to see.
Yeah, because I can't find
go
anybody.
ask
that would
around
make
and
those
see who's there. There's got to be somebody around here that does it.
You know, Jason was here in the semi. I'm sure he could help you out. They're not here in the semi.
lines. Yeah.
I got stuff though.
Yeah, because I've called like everyone around here, and everybody, the sizes like A and 16 and 20, they just won't do it in cramp. They don't want to use no twist on this shit.
Glenn found the
So is there someone that, I mean, there's no rule of thumb basically on like I mean, obviously, none of the outside metal. Well, the thing is, it was full of coolant. You know what I mean? They would have had to frickin' cook all the coolant out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. To me, they were good. Right. I mean, to me, they probably wasn't, aside from the aesthetics of them, of course. I wonder if we could make 2 caps and pressure test them.
Wide band, the wide band
With air, shop air.
because they're different. The wide band fuel.
Put a cap on each end, and then put a freaking Schrader on the other end, and pressure test them. Hey, what if we double cap these and pressure test them?
We can try that, but I mean, it's still not going to tell us the condition of the line internally.
Right.
Do you have a pin cam or anything? Like a engine blocks and stuff?
Yeah,
We do, but it's yeah. Let me go ask and see if somebody knows. There's got to be somebody around here that does it. Give me a minute.
Okay.
So what's the update so far?
Just trying to find someone to make these. If not, we're gonna have to run them again.
Sounds like music.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Holy. Let's see. Come on. Now she can go down there.
Because I'm going to drill those rail bolts with safety wire.
Safety wire.
Yeah, so those bolts don't ever back out again, no matter what. We ain't going down that road again.
To go with my guys that every f***ing motor bolt we're gonna start safety wiring. It's gonna be like an airplane.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
And I already have my machinist working on a jig for the bolts, for all the bolts we use.
Oh, yeah. Just start drilling
The socket head Allens, and then just freaking.
Yep. Yeah, we safety frickin' everything.
Oh man.
That's a TF, so it's dual control, front, back, seat. You know, it's worth probably about 3.5. Yep.
Oh, corn. See, lines are a little bit fatter than the old stuff.
Right.
Oh yeah, one of them goes to, which is the shorter of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, the short one goes to the filter.
Now we gotta get the route under that signature, right?
So the short one was here. This long one's gotta go.
Now I'm just going all the way up here to the pump.
Yes, sir.
I don't see it.
It's right by the, in between the transmission and the transfer case. Still zip.
Uh-oh. Shit.
Yeah, it's in between.
Okay, let me get out of here.
Drilled and then the bit broke. So we'll have to go to Home Depot either tonight or in the morning. I don't know how late it's getting. Back towards you just a skosh. Give me a little shake. Back towards you.
Hey, Dad.
It needs to come down just to maybe rotate. There you go. Roll it up. Just
Okay, we're gonna have to loosen this one. Yeah, that's why I say don't get anything tight till we get everything on.
Can we get the after it?
All right. Oh, here it is. I got it, Neil. I got it. Yeah, just get back in there. Probably adjustment. Pump adjustment, maybe?
That's a tension,
Yeah. Pressure adjustment, maybe?
I torqued that motherfucker.
Yeah, great. And it was a bit to get on it. Yeah. Cause if I let go, it's full of oil and it just slides off.
Yeah. It's just the location of how everything's gonna go is.
You pretty much remember that?
Yeah.
This one goes right.
All right, let's go.
This one goes right.
Are we?
No.
Yeah. Except the coolant hoses. We're doing those right now.
Okay.
Alrighty, John. You know where we're at? Any update?
So for today, this morning, we woke up early at, I think 4:30, right? We had to be at PRP to drop off the window net. It burned up, and so they, their turnaround time is like 2 weeks, and they were able to get it in this morning. They're going to give it back to us tomorrow morning. And while I did that, Neil and Doug came straight over here to start basically tearing out all of the, tearing the car down essentially. They discovered, well, one of the issues is that all the coolant lines, or pretty much all the lines for the plumbing, oil. Yeah, coolant, fuel. Oil, fuel, transmission, all those lines, the hoses heated up, and the thing is, we didn't know how bad they were. We still don't really know how bad they were. We just know that the outer sheathing on them is kind of like a weave material. Got burned up, and we made the decision to go ahead and get new ones, which we don't really know if we needed to or not, but we felt safer doing it. So the hard part was finding somebody that would do these immediately. So we finally found someone that would do them on the spot, and got them all taken over there. We're here at CBM Motorsports. The harness was burned up, so we had to take out the entire Holley harness, and they have one here, so we went ahead and got that. And there's a few modifications that had to be made to it, and those were done. And so the harness is in the back. It's
doesn't make it any better.
We have all these lines, all these new lines have been made, and so we're just getting all the lines back in the car. There's a lot of them. How many do you think there was? Probably 12 or so?
Yeah, probably more than that.
I think so? Yeah, probably about 12 lines if you count fuel, transmission, coolant, and oil. There's a lot of them. So we're just putting them on one by one, making sure that they get routed correctly, making sure they get, zip tied up and stuff. And it's just kind of a process. It's a slow process because you're trying to squeeze things through that, there could have been a lot more parts not on this car whenever these were installed originally. So now we're having to get them through places they didn't have to squeeze through so tight before. What else? We have ordered some air filters. The air filters in the car got kind of scorched because they're paper. They weren't really burned up or anything, but they did get a little charred, so we went ahead and ordered new ones. Those will be here tomorrow. While we're at PRP, we're going to get the window net. We also need to get some, the limit straps. We're going to get some more of those because we were understrapped. What else? And then it's just really getting the car all back together, getting it filled with all the fluids that we pulled out. We still have a bunch of boxes of VP fluids, so we're going to put all new VP fluids in the car and get it all back together, double check everything a couple times. The intake kind of got charred a little bit. We had to pull that apart. We took the injectors out, had them flow tested. Everything was good on those. Replaced the O-rings, got the entire intake back together. And that's about it, I think. So there's a lot of work to do, but it's nothing hard. It's just a bunch of tedious work right now. Just one hose at a time, one fitting at a time. Once we get the majority of the hoses in, we will probably go ahead and start working on the harness, getting that put in. So, that's it.